Okay, this is part 2A4C3K29E, line 22f1fa19c3k29e, Antihydrogen, Equivalence, Athena, Alpha, Trap, Magnets, Wow Seti. There's several videos, as you can see. If you see an A, B, or C, or whatever at the end, you start with A and work down to whatever it keeps going to. Okay. So there's the alien radio signal. There's the answers to it. The keywords for antihydrogen are, or one of the keywords that came up in the last video was antihydrogen, so I have to Google it to see what it says, okay? So quotes from Wiki: cold neutral antihydrogen experiments. In recent years, the production of cold antihydrogen has become possible at the Athena and trap experiments at CERN. Antihydrogen, which is electrically neutral, should make it possible to directly measure the gravitational attraction of antimatter particles to the matter Earth. CERN is aiming to do this. The equivalence principle. If one can invent a theory in which matter and antimatter repel one another, what does it predict for things which are either matter or antimatter? Just so you know, these are quotes. Okay? I already said that. Sorry, it's too early in the morning. I'm not awake yet. What does it predict for things which are neither matter or antimatter? Photons are their own antiparticles and in all respects behave exactly symmetrically with respect to matter and antimatter particles. In a large number of laboratory and astronomical tests, gravitational redshift and gravitational lensing, for example, photons are observed to be attracted to matter exactly in accordance with the theory of general relativity. It is possible to find atoms and nuclei whose elementary particle contents are the same but whose masses are different. For example, helium-4 weighs less than 2 atoms of deuterium due to binding energy differences. The gravitational force constant is observed to be the same up to the limits of experimental precision for all such different materials, suggesting that binding energy, which like the photon has no distinction between matter and antimatter, experiences the same gravitational forces as matter. This is again in accordance with the theory of general relativity and difficult to reconcile with any theory predicting that matter and antimatter repel. So November 10th was 2012 when I was working on the data, and today's November 20th is when I'm filming it. So my thoughts. Here we see the words binding energy again. General relativity from Albert Einstein's theories and antimatter combined in one paragraph. When you look at keywords, look at patterns of words that are used together in the data. So the keywords for Athena, so I looked that up to see what it looks like. And athena.web.cern.ch is where I found this lovely graph here. And it says an actual antihydrogen atom annihilation event captured by the Athena detector. The antihydrogen annihilates when it strikes the wall of the Athena particle trap, not shown. The antiproton annihilates into 4 charged pions, the yellow tracks, and that are detected by position-sensitive silicon microstrips, the pink. The positron annihilates into 2 back-to-back 511 keV gamma rays, red tracks, that are detected by CSL crystals, red cubes. The charged pions are deposit energy into the struck CSIL crystals, yellow cubes. Oh, what a mouthful. LVJ, last modified September 18, 2002. So Athena positrons web cern.ch. So my thoughts. Using a large round magnet to trap antimatter particles in it on the base of the space elevator. Go to see if anything's created for this. Now, if you remember, we went back a couple videos that was talking about this large magnet that you guys are planning to build in the future. So maybe you could use it for this thing. So trapping antimatter with magnets. Researchers at the Alpha experiment at CERN made major news today with the announcement that they've trapped antimatter atoms for 1,000 seconds. So www.quantumdiaries.org. So it shows you also, maybe our formulas will show you how to hold it a little longer than 1,000 seconds. Wouldn't that be cool, eh? So mirror coils, electrodes, vacuum wall, crystal wall, 3-layer SI detector. A schematic view of the alpha trap. So I want to look and see what it looks like. It looks like a UFO thing, eh? Cool. A schematic view of the alpha trap. So, quote from Wiki, is radial and axial confinement. Actually, I don't know if it's from Wiki. No, never mind. It's not from Wiki. I should know better. If it says quote, then it's from an actual blog. So, radial and axial confinement of antihydrogen atoms is provided by an octopole magnet. Yeah, that's what you guys were talking about. Not shown. In mirror magnets, respectively. Remember, we're talking about how to build your mirror magnets? What to use, and you're supposed to use obsidian and another thing that I can't remember. Penning trap electrodes are held at 9K and have an inner diameter of 44.5 mm. A 3-layer silicon vertex detector surrounds the magnets and the cryostat. A 1T base field is provided by an external solenoid not shown. An antiproton beam is introduced from the right, whereas positrons from an accumulator are brought in from the left. B. The magnetic field strength in the YZ plane, Z is along the trap axis with Z equals 0, which is the symbol for 0, at the center of the magnetic trap. Okay, so green dashed lines in this and other figures depict the locations of the inner walls of the electrodes. The axial field profile with an effective trap length of 270 mm. D, the field strength of the XY plane. E is the field strength profile along the x-axis. From confinement of antihydrogen for 1000 seconds is alpha.web.cern.ch under magnets. Okay. So November 9th, 2012. Keyword is octopole magnet. Comes up twice now. See other video, line 22f1fa19c3k29e. Octopole pulse magnet antimatter. Betatron motion Wow Seti. 28C. Oh, there was another one too. Sorry. Oh, C. Yeah, that was the one I'm talking about two videos ago. Okay. Okay, so thanks for watching. We'll go on to the next one. It's going to be the same line, just another letter.